Hunger crisis affects over 90 countries. Millions face starvation due to food shortage and rising conflict. Wow, that is serious. I need to understand this better. Miss Senuli? Miss Senuli?
Miss Senuli, I was reading about world hunger. It's happening everywhere, especially in Africa. Why is it happening?
That's a great question, Catherine. Hunger is driven by many factors. Climate change, droughts, wars, even the pandemic. In places like South Sudan, Somalia, the Sahel region, people face floods, droughts, and conflict all at once. And in fact, these are the core countries that suffer from hunger the most. Other countries like Ukraine and South Sudan are suffering hunger because there are wars going on. See in the map?
I see, Miss Senuli. And I heard of that it's affecting kids and women the most. Is that correct?
Exactly. Malnutrition is more severe in pregnant women and children. It stunts growth, increases miscarriages, and even leads to death during childbirth.
Oh, poor baby.
So what can we do about this? We can't just stop a conflict or change the climate.
No, but we can use science because we're scientists. Have you ever heard of GMOs?
I know, it's globally making omelets, right? Just kidding. It is genetically modified organism.
Yes, it means inserting a gene into a plant to give it new traits, like making crops resistant to pests or packed with nutrients. Imagine rice with more vitamin A or corn that survives a drought. Here are the steps to create a genetically modified organism. So here's how you make a GMO crop, Catherine. Firstly, the gene of interest must be identified before it is actually inserted into the crops. This is done through identification tests and clone-resistant tests, which identifies the specific gene that causes this change. Afterwards, we must choose the promoter, which is ultimately choosing where one would like the bacteria to be evident in the plant. The next step is to insert the genome through insertion methods into the various houses of the plant. The methods are using a gene gun or an injection, putting the vector, generally agrobacterium, into the cell. And if you're wondering how that is done, that's a lesson for next time. But basically, there are various ways to insert a genome into the nucleus of a cell. We can't forget the help of restriction and ligase enzymes to get the genome into the DNA of the plant. We have to give them credit too. Finally, the crops are planted and there you go, genetically modified organism created.
Miss Senuli, and you can use a gene gun or injection with the virus too, right?
Exactly. 2 different modes of insertion.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm doing more research here, and it says that an additional step after the crops are planted is backcross breeding, which involves repeatedly crossing the new transgenic plant with breeding stock over and over again. But for now, what we have is perfectly fine.
Miss Senuli, I got good news. After my day and night hard work researching, I finally found 3 crops that's most potentially be able to help to save the world from starving if we can genetically modify them. Sorghum, great for Somalia and Sahel region because of the good adaptation to dry areas. And this is maize, which is also called corn. It's planted high yarded, needs some water, but it's good to adapt to the climate in South Sudan. Cowpea, it's really good drought resistant, and it's adapted to multiple soil types. That is how we can solve both hunger and malnutrition.
Good job, Catherine! Wow, that's great, Catherine! Based on the positive cycle of sustainability harvesting, we can use the technology of genetic engineering to modify your plants to resist droughts and floods, become pest resistant, shorten growth cycles, and boost nutrition and with more vitamins, iron, and protein.
A real positive cycle. And we are harvesting the hope of this world.
Exactly. With science, we can help farmers grow more food, cut down food prices by increasing productivity, keep kids full and healthy, and boost local economies. Let's grow a future where no one goes hungry. This is Harvest of Hope.
After weeks of dedicated research, hand-on exploration with Gizmos, and thoughtful analysis, Ms. Senuli and Catherine developed a powerful model aimed at meaningfully addressing the issue of world hunger, especially in the 3 most affected regions, South Sudan, the Sahel region, and Somalia. Their model centers around the potential of genetically modified organisms and is built on our 4 key strategies. First, they focus on enhancing resilience to drought and flooding by targeting a specific enzyme that helps plant roots manage oxygen levels. They made it possible for crops to survive both temporary droughts and flood conditions, as natural disasters severely disturb agricultural production, which is one of the main reasons of hunger. Second, they engineered pest resistance in key crops such as sorghum, corn, and cowpea. This significantly reduced crop loss, boosts productivity, and decreased the reliance on harmful chemical pesticides, benefiting both the farmers and the environment. Third, they apply genetic techniques to shorten crop growth cycles by triggering earlier flowering and grain development. Crop can harvest more quickly, allowing farmers to avoid damage from extreme weather and improve food availability. And fourth, they improve nutritional value by enriching crops with essential nutrients like vitamin A, iron, and protein. Their model helps tackle not just hunger but also malnutrition, particularly among vulnerable populations. By tailoring this solution to the local climate challenges of the target regions, Ms. Senuli and Catherine's model offers a practical, science-driven path toward a more sustainable and food-secure future. Their work is a powerful reminder that when science is applied with care, creativity, and compassion, it's truly had the power to feed the world.